Hey guys, Trevor here with Ashbrook Air Gun Club. Gonna do a little project today that I've been meaning to get around to for a long time, but now that we got our YouTube channel up, I can go ahead and do this project with you guys today. It's actually going to be two projects. What I'm going to be doing is putting the sling mounts and modifying a Crosman Nitro Venom and a Beeman RS2 to actually accept sling mounts for us down the road. These don't come standard with any way of really hooking up a sling mount to them that's going to hold the gun properly. So what we're going to do is actually use some chain link here. Right there you can see a couple extra pieces of number 35 offset chain link. You can pick it up at Menards. It's $1.29 per link. You'll need 2 for your front, and we're actually using a sling kit that we picked up off of Amazon. These were around $9 or $10, I believe, and they actually, the Allen swivel set comes with pretty good set of directions for people that have never done anything like this before. We're going to go ahead and do this today using just a cordless drill. Normally this is something that I would do on my drill press, but I want to show everybody out there how you can do this with a regular drill, because a lot of people don't have a drill press. So being able to still do this with a regular drill hopefully will help some folks out. Basically what we're going to be doing is for the front, and I'm going to be running another video here that'll show what we're actually doing. So on the actual front of the gun, it pulls out like this, and this is the arm that goes all the way back in and drives your piston. So what we want to do is get this in a position where we can take our little sling setup and then just kind of eyeballing it, measure this out to see how far that's going to go in, and then we can kind of see what kind of room we have to play with here so it won't get jammed up in the, turn it over here, so it doesn't get jammed up in here. So when you bring that all the way back, you can see that this whole arm slides in, and then that gives us kind of our idea of where our sling rest is going to rest when we get it attached. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this back out a little bit. And I went ahead and marked a hole. Just take your Sharpie, kind of eyeball that in there, mark your hole where you want it, and that should be a pretty good position to go ahead and drill. Now I already set up a drill with the smallest drill bit that I had, kind of hard to see here, and then we're going to be working this up gradually, stepping up to a different bit, and then a different bit, and then finally the 9/64 of an inch drill bit here. And the reason why you want to step these up is, for one, if you are a little bit off center of where you want to be, you can go ahead and move it with a smaller drill bit. If you go ahead and just start off with the full-size bit and you happen to drill it crooked or twist off the bit in there because you're running through too fast or whatnot, those are all just kind of problems. So start off small, give yourself room to work. The smaller the drill bit, the better. It'll go through and drill through the metal easier at the same time, and we don't want to put too much pressure on this. Now this is something that, you know, I'm doing myself. I know this voids the warranty on the Crosman, and you know, I don't recommend that anybody else do this unless you guys are okay with voiding your warranty. But I've seen other people do this, other gun manufacturers have kits that are set up and designed to do this, and putting a small hole as we're going to into the cocking arm here shouldn't affect any of the reliability, stable, or strength of the cocking arm. So we're going to go ahead and drill that out now. I'm going to grab a little bit of WD-40 and a towel real quick. Go ahead and get that lined up. Kind of want to look at that nice and straight. Make sure that it's going in at a 90-degree angle. And what I like to do is when I'm doing something this small is really go ahead and run that drill bit down into there, if you guys can see that. That way you're not working with too much, won't vibrate a lot. Then we're going to set that right on our little dot where we wanted to start it. There we go. That's a little bit better lighting. So want to make sure that the gun is flat. Okay, now that we got that started, I'm just going to give it just a tiny little shot of WD-40 here. Help the bit cut through the metal. We're going to go ahead and extend the bit out a little bit more, give us some working room. And again, we're just applying a real light pressure, trying to let the drill bit do all the work. Something this small, as soon as you push down on it, you're going to snap it. Okay. There we go. We can go ahead and check and see that one should be pretty close to the right size, but it's just a little small. We're going to go ahead and swap this out for a bigger bit. We're going to give it just a little more WD-40 here. And voila, there we go. Now your pin should drop in there pretty easy. If not, you can go ahead and just run your bit back through. Make sure you get all the metal shavings out of there. And there we go. Perfect fit. Okay. Wipe up all the WD-40 here. Try to get all the metal shavings out from underneath it. Alright, now that we have that drilled, we can go ahead and break her back open here. And now we're going to attach the first of the two rails. This is going to be the front rail. Now there is a little bit of play on here, so I did pick up some number 8 flat washers. And we're going to see if we can't just slide one of each here, if that'll tighten it up. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and slip another flat washer up here on the top. Okay, now this has a flat side that it has to go through, so you got to get the pin turned right. I didn't see that beforehand, but now I did. Alright, there we go. Got her slid through like that. And now all we have to do is put in the little keeper pin that came with it. And then we just go ahead and bend these over to keep it in place. We can go ahead and just close her up. And there you have it. And when you break it, comes all the way down. Oops, put the camera up here for you guys. Comes all the way down, as you guys can see. Completely out of the way. Your sling will sit right here. So that's the front half. We'll be right back in a few when I get set up for the back half.